Hey, greetings everybody. How are you? It's Friday. Looking forward to an excellent weekend. It is Dan here, your urban treasure hunter, and in this video we are going to analyze the hype versus the truth as it relates to storage auctions. But before we get to today's matters at hand, if you'll remember in my last video, I mentioned a vintage Fender guitar that I found recently in one of my storage units. I mentioned that I had given it to a friend of mine who's a guitar player, and he was going to tweak it and test it out for me and the whole thing. Anyway, I got the guitar back, and I just wanted to show it to you, so let me grab it real quick. So here's the guitar. It is a 1975 Fender Mustang. It's all original, and my friend tested it out. Like I said, he replaced the switches with original Fender equipment. So this is an item that's about to go up for sale on eBay. So, you know, hopefully that bad boy sells okay. It's a nice guitar. All right, so let's get right down to it. There are a lot of different forms of treasure hunting. You know, some people choose to take their metal detector and comb a beach. Some people like to go to an old Civil War battlefield and dig around for old artifacts, bullets, and these kinds of things. Some people like to crash flea markets and thrift stores. I mean, really, the forms of treasure hunting that you could do are almost limitless. Me, I do a lot of storage auctions. I do other things too, but in this video, we're going to talk about storage auctions. You know, a lot of times a person will treasure hunt because they want to add to a collection. They collect baseball cards, they collect Depression-era glass, they collect, vintage European china, whatever. I mean, you could collect just about anything. So a lot of times a person will treasure hunt to add to their collection. Sometimes a person will treasure hunt as a, little kind of money-making hobby. They'll find little, unusual, odd things, small items that they'll pick up, and they'll flip those items for a couple of bucks on eBay. They do it mostly as a fun kind of money-making hobby. And if that describes you, if you are a hobbyist or you're a collector, then storage auctions are probably not going to be your thing. Storage auctions are a lot of work. They're a lot of physical, sometimes grubby work. You buy a storage unit and it's filled with stuff, and you're responsible for getting all that stuff out of that storage unit. The time invested in going to a storage auction, if you're a winning bidder, dealing with the unit, cleaning that unit out, it's a lot of work, and it's really truthfully not very glamorous, not always. It certainly is a lot of fun finding these kinds of items, but that doesn't always happen. So, if you are a collector of a particular type of item, if you are a hobbyist, storage auctions probably aren't for you because it's an awful lot of work that you'll have to invest to try to find an item or two that you might be able to add to your collection, or to find those smaller hobby items that you could flip for a few bucks on eBay. There are far easier ways to find those types of items than to have to deal with the sheer volume of bullshit that you deal with at a storage auction. Now, what you do need if you go to storage auctions is you need time. Even attending an auction can usually take up a whole day. You need a lot of manpower because you need, the muscle to get everything out of an abandoned, the units that you win. You need a vehicle to take those belongings to a different location, usually a warehouse, your garage, or, wherever it might be. So you need a vehicle big enough, a box truck, a van, and you need time to process all that stuff. It'll never cease to amaze me the junk, the garbage that people put into storage units. So you have to process everything that you pull out of there. And a lot of times you're filling up garbage bags of crap that you'll have to put on the curb, but you really need to go through everything to make sure that you're not throwing out anything, anything of value. So for these reasons, storage auctions are great for a more serious, business-minded individual or somebody who doesn't mind investing the time and effort required to deal with the, with the contents of the storage unit. But for the hobbyist, for the collector, stay away. I honestly don't think that it is for you. So that's it. I wanted to keep this video short. My name is Dan. I am a treasure hunter, and storage auctions are one of my means of hunting. If you are a treasure hunter or would like to get into treasure hunting, there's so many different forms of treasure hunting. I encourage you to jump on over to my website and check out the information I have available there. Also join us on Facebook. I have a growing community of fans on Facebook. Not fans of me, fans of treasure hunting. I mean, who the hell am I? I just, I do what I do, and I make these videos because I enjoy it so much. But you can connect with me and a whole bunch of other treasure hunters on Facebook. I'm going to give you the information for my website and for Facebook in this next slide. But for now, my name is Dan. Again, it's Friday. Everyone have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon.